A few updates for you this week. Social Security and student loan forgiveness application is live. Stay tuned. So the first update is on Series I bonds. I've been recommending Series I bonds to put $10,000 in per individual. It looks like latest estimates put the interest rate at 6.5%. Meaning November 1st, the rate will adjust to close to 6.5%, and that will be set for the bonds for the next 6 months until the rate adjusts again. So if you haven't already, it still seems like a very decent return given where we sit in the financial markets. Keep in mind you can only buy $10,000 per individual, and you're going to want to hold on to it for at least a year because that's the requirement. The second adjustment and update, if you haven't heard or seen it already, Social Security is set to increase 8.7% in 2023. That is the final confirmation for the cost of living adjustment. So in January, when you get your Social Security check, it should be increased by 8.7%. Again, keep in mind, if you haven't started taking Social Security yet, that gets factored into your future benefit. And last but certainly not least is the student loan forgiveness program. So the application went live the other day. You can now jump over into the application. It's an online application. They're set to have a mailed version of the form if you prefer that, although that one is not quite ready yet. But the online version is and ready to go. So they are trying to make this fairly simple. And I would start off by saying that although it is simple, you do want to put in the correct information. So right away, you will see they have a disclaimer, who is eligible for the discharge of the loans. So up to $20,000 if you received a Pell Grant, and up to $10,000 if you did not receive a Pell Grant. And this is for individuals who made less than $125,000 in 2021 or 2020. This text, when it talks about families, is essentially married filing jointly. Now, the income that they are referring to is your AGI. This can be found on line 11 of your 1040. So when you look at your tax return, it should be that number specifically located on line 11. And if you've sent us a copy, we can help you identify that number. Now you do have until December 31st of 2023. However, I recommend you go in and submit your information right away. Because this is a government program, this will likely take a long time. So it's probably more beneficial to submit early because the process will probably be a very long time. In any event, you fill in your information. It's a confirmation of Social Security number along with your specific name and phone number and email. And part of this application is you have to verify this information. So again, we're not sure how they're going to verify. They're most likely going to try and match up the Social Security number that you entered with your tax return. So be truthful, make sure you put in the correct information and double check that information. So most of you watching this video or listening to this podcast will qualify under the Parent Plus loan application, which means you are going to submit this application. If you have a Parent Plus loan, you could submit your own application. So you're not submitting on behalf of your son or daughter, you are submitting your own. But you can still qualify based on this information, as long as you qualify based on your AGI. I'll make sure to add these links in the description of this video. That way, if you're looking for more of the FAQ related questions that you may have, they're all in here regarding what qualifies and what does not. A quick update since I recorded this video is the application is open, but the debt discharge is currently paused. There's actually a temporary block from processing debt discharges that recently popped up. So you can still apply. However, there is this temporary delay at least happening right now. So no one's actually been given any money. There's some things that are in the works, but it looks like for now, everything's on pause. So that's all I got for you this week. Just a couple quick updates if you didn't catch them, especially from the last couple of videos I've been discussing about some of these things. If you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go back, check them out. Or if you haven't listened to the podcast, make sure you go back and check it out. As always, if you have friends or family who do not have a financial advisor and are looking to get some help or updates around any of these things, steer them our way. Make sure you're sharing these videos and podcasts. Help us share this information out with everyone so that we can all be better educated. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and as always, enjoy your weekend. Take care.